Please welcome to the stage, Mike Zakarian.
Well, what's up, party people? We were thinking about moving this show to noon. I was like, let's push this back. I need to get some rest. I was out late last night, and then we just persevered. We fought on for a couple of reasons. I don't want to listen to anything else and then inform my take. I also just want to get this over with because, good God, not only was it like bad basketball last night, like, you know what I'm saying? This was like the Lakers and Warriors over the weekend where there's like hype and excitement, and then it was just the games were over immediately. But if you are a Sixers or a Nuggets fan, there's probably a little bit more excitement there. Let's see who's here this morning. Snoopaloop says, it's Happy National Clean Your Room Day. I think that's important to know. Good to have you here. Morning, Milo. Sneeps is in the house. We got Cam Quinlan in here. Borland's here. T-Man, the Carmen Man. Stubbs is here. Fenny. We got him in the streets. Spotifine's here. We the people. Federico Boston Base is here. Joe is here. Good to see everybody. Let's fire it up, huh? So in honor of the Sixers dub last night, we're going to like the stream, subscribe, hashtag trust the process. As far as content goes, I'm actually not sure what time the other stuff is happening tonight. So do me a favor, pay attention to the Discord or Twitter, or I'll probably make an announcement on the YouTube community page too about 89 Cavs if that's happening. It is happening tonight because I'm going to the Skankies game tomorrow night. And then I'm not sure what Shot Tank's doing either, to be honest, because I haven't been super locked in. Stan Loves, here he is. Imagine being a Celtics fan. Seriously, it's bad. It must be like what your everyday is like. You know what I'm saying? Disappointing. But yeah, like the stream, subscribe, hashtag trust the process. Otherwise, morning show, we'll be back tomorrow and Friday as well to dive into hoops. We got a couple of games tonight, and then we'll have some potential close. Actually, we got closeout games tonight and tomorrow night. So we could be locked and loaded for the second round heading into Friday. So that's kind of fun that the playoffs are moving along. And I will say too, we've got a couple of giveaways going around on our Twitter. So if you're not paying attention to that, go check that out. We are at 9,262 subaroonies, baby. We're closing in on 10,000. So it's exciting to see some boom yesterday. I think we picked up 40 new subs yesterday. So that's fun. That is fun. Listen, I'm just trying to make myself feel better. So for those that don't know, I host trivia on Tuesdays, and it was just loud. It was chaotic, and the Celtics were ass. Sometimes it's fun to have the game going on while I'm doing that. I can like kind of pay attention to what's going on, but not really be locked into the game. And it was hard to be excited about anything. That was a very embarrassing performance from Boston last night. And it's not to take anything away from Philly. It isn't. Philly came in. They went on the road. And they dominated game 5. They've won 2 games in a row. And we talked about this after they lost game 4. One of the things to be, if you're a Celtics fan, to be concerned about is that they haven't had an Embiid performance yet, right? They've had 2 Harden games that have gotten you there. 2 Harden games, game 1 and 4, where he just showed up. The Celtics did not show up for game 1. Game 4, they mentally did not show up in the fourth quarter. Well, it's weird. They showed up in the beginning of the fourth quarter, and then when it came to execution time, they couldn't do it. And then last night we got the Embiid game. Embiid was pretty dominant on both sides. Ended up with 4 blocks last night. He also had 33 points, 7 boards. Maxey dropped 30 last night. He had 37. Harden, 30 and 7. Excuse me. Harden went out there, hit his first 4 shots, and that's what I saw. I saw the beginning of the game. I saw Harden just go splish splash. And then I noticed he didn't get another bucket the rest of the game. He started 4 for 4, finished 4 for 8. Harden finished the game 17 points, 10 dimes, 8 assists. So solid game from him, but it's not like he went bonkers. But you got 63 between Embiid and Maxey. Tobias gave you 16 and 11. He had a double-double, shot 7 for 10 from the field, 70%. PJ Tucker gave you 3 points. That's great. Daniel House Jr., who I feel like we haven't seen in a while, famously known for getting freaky in the bubble and then getting bounced from the Rockets. He finished with 10 points and 5 boards. And that's it, right? They got 16 total points from the bench, and that was it. That was it. Weisberg was flipping out on Priceless. I know I had on playback, excuse me, it was Priceless. I had Omer texting me about that. So he said that Weisberg was losing his damn mind. On the Celtics side of things, so Tatum had 36, 10, and 5. And what I will give Tatum credit for, he played 40 minutes. He, like, the shots weren't falling, so he went to the rack. And I'll give him credit for that, right? He went to the free throw line 13 times. He at least was, he was trying. He was trying. Jaylen Brown had 24 and 6. Marcus Smart had 14 and 4. Horford had 0. Derek White had 7. Grant Williams had 0. Robert Williams had 4. Malcolm Brogdon had 7. The fourth highest leading scorer was Peyton Pritchard last night. And I tweeted this stat out this morning. The Celtics, if you take out, hold on, let me, I got to go to my tweet because I can't remember exactly what it was. If you take out, wait, hold on, what? Somebody was replying to the tweet and he was just doing a bad job. Anyways, the outside of Tatum and Brown, and if you take out garbage time, right? So not the last like 4 or 5 minutes of the game where the Celtics fans started cheering. The Celtics made 9 field goals the entire game. So you take out Tatum and Brown, take out garbage time, 9 field goals. Horford was 0 for 7 from the field. Smart was 2 for 7. White was 2 for 6. Time Lord 2 for 3. Brogdon 3 for 9. They're at home. They're at home, and that is, I mean, like, dude, famously, right? Everybody's like, the role players step up when they're on their home court, baby. It's hard to do it on the road, but they get home, and they didn't. I mean, they just didn't have any sort of intensity. Philly, I keep thinking of Julius Randle's post-game conference where they were like, yeah, Miami Heat just wanted it more, and that is what that felt like last night, that the Sixers were playing with more desperation, with more intensity on both ends of the field, and I mean, both ends of the court, and then the Celtics just couldn't hit a bucket, man. They were bad. They shot poorly. They shot, let's see, what's this? They shot 39% from the field. They shot 31% from 3. But again, Pritchard hit 2 threes. Sam hit 1 in garbage time. So I don't know. Take that for what you will. But 12 for 38. You're not going to win a game doing that. They turned the ball over how many times? Only 8 turnovers to Philly's 9. But man, it was I don't know. I mean, I don't know. There's, if you want to be glass half full and you're a Boston fan, you're like, dude, we did this with Milwaukee last year. We went into Milwaukee game 6. We won that game, came back, won game 7. There we go. Yeah. Boston based saying that in the chat, right? Yeah, but this team is super different. And I'm not saying they can't do that, but when they lost game 6, game 5 at home, it was definitely deflating, but it was it's not like they didn't show up, man. This was, a mentally weak team that was out there last night. That it wasn't like they were in this game at any point. They not. I think when they got it down to 8, we were like, yay, right? So Sixers were up 7 at the end of the first quarter. They made it 9. They were leading by 9 at halftime. They ballooned the lead to 16 at the end of the third, and then they win by 12, 115-103. But the game was never in question. And now you have to go back into Philly, where, again, you're probably going to get 9 points out of PJ Tucker, which is like 60% more than normal. I don't know. Embiid's getting healthier. I just don't understand. I don't understand the lack of, what's the right word? Maybe it's just intensity. But, like, they got to be running on this team, right? Philly, all season long, they're like, yeah, they're bad at transition defense, right? Because part of it's because of Embiid. Embiid's not like the fastest guy to get back. I just don't understand why they're not zipping up and down. Wait, I feel like the Celtics and the Nets were pressured by the media to reward your coach and Jacques Vaughn with contracts, both, and now they're stuck with mid coaches. Yeah, but that's fair. I mean, that's fair. I think that's more like long-term. I think that's more long-term that's a problem. Like short-term, I don't know what else they would have done. You know what I mean? Like Mazzulla is still going to be the coach regardless. It's not like they were going to bring somebody else in next year. Stan was saying if Boston loses, do they fire Joe already? I don't think so. I don't think you can do that. I think he was put into a weird situation and they got off to such a hot start that they were like, oh, we never needed Ime anyways. I think what you'll see is they'll get some adult assistant coaches, right? I know they tried to get Frank Vogel, and he's like, "No, I'm not an assistant." But you've already seen Steven Silas. You've already seen Steven Silas like hanging around, so I imagine Silas gets brought onto the team if he hasn't already. I don't. He might already be a part of the like next year's plan. But I imagine you see some of that. I don't think they fire him. I think he held like I think under different circumstances, he could have been fired. I mean, this is bad. This is pretty bad, right? Because after game one, your game one loss, you just were like, yeah, I guess we didn't take him seriously enough because Embiid was. That was like the comments after the game. We didn't take him seriously enough because they were missing their best player. After game four, it was like, yeah, mental error by Jaylen Brown, made a bad read, should have used a timeout, didn't drop a plate, didn't get a shot off. Like those are execution things, both from the coaching side of things, but also from like the player's mental awareness. So those are like two losses where you were just like, yeah, this was in our control and we didn't do a good job. And then game five at home, pivotal game five. And you just didn't bring the energy. You just got smoked at home. And then I saw a lot of chatter on Twitter about this. Are we not allowed to boo anymore? Are we out on booing? I feel like that was an earned boo last night. And I saw people be like, oh, yeah, Jaylen Brown's really going to want to come back to this. I don't know. I mean, what are we supposed to do? Hey, guys, thanks for the C+ effort. Hey, we're proud of you. We're proud of you. Like, what are we doing? Why can't they be mad? Why can't I just that take that I was seeing floating around was just dumb, I thought. What was the other thing? The one on-brand racist Boston thing that happened is Peyton Pritchard got into the game, and everybody was like taking their shirt off and helicoptering that. Everybody was so pumped. But like, I just don't know. I don't understand. I don't understand like no, dude, you gotta support your team all the way down. No, we don't. No, we don't. Not with that. Listen, if they had fought hard, right? If this was a close game and then Philly just executed down the stretch a little bit, or if somebody makes a jumper at the end, you lose in like in Milwaukee fashion, the way that we lost to them last year in game 5. I think it's a different story. But this was like, I mean, everybody, I don't even know. Are Philly fans in the chat? Like, has anybody watched this series and been like, you know, who's the better team? Philadelphia. Philadelphia. Boston based. Thank you for the actually. Thank you for that. No shit, man. But yeah, I just don't understand. I don't understand I didn't understand that discourse around that. Like, I feel like you should be able to boo. But anyways, Philly should go out there, feel good about it. They got to go home to game 6 tomorrow night, which I'm going to be at the Yankees game, so I want to be able to watch it, which actually feels nice. It actually feels nice that I won't have to put myself through that. I'm sure I'll just be like checking on my phone every 10 seconds. You don't think the Yankees are going to have that on the Jumbotron, are you? Do you think they'll do that? Ooh, raised at 77. Yeah, I know. I hated that. What do you mean? Oh, God, Boston based. You do the same thing, Philly. There's a video that is going around that I posted a long time ago that has like, it just says, "Are Philly fans the worst?" And everybody, all of the comments from Philly fans are like, "Yeah, but Boston's pretty racist." It's like, guys, you know what? Both fan bases can suck. Both fan bases can suck. It's not either or. So there you go. Anyways, I think that's it. I think that's 15 minutes. We did 15 minutes on that game. I don't know. Was there any other takeaways? Did you guys have any other takeaways from last night? I just don't. Yeah. I mean, they were due to get an Embiid game. We hadn't had an Embiid game yet, and it happened last night. Dominated both sides and just called it. We called it. We called that it was coming. So now the Celtics they have dug themselves a hole that I honestly, listen, if they win game 6, who knows? If they win game 6, maybe we're like the momentum shifts. You feel better. You're like, oh, I think it can happen in game 7, baby. Game 7, it's at home. Like, who knows? But I don't feel great about going into game 6. I think if you are the Celtics, the thing you didn't do in game 5 is what you have to do in game 6. Like, you just got to step on their throat immediately. Like, the longer you let them hang around, the more they believe they're actually better than you. And the more you are reminded that you can't close games. Sneeps with a great point. My largest takeaway is that Luke Cornett needs to start. He's the enforcer. Celtics need to win the series. Top Shot Test says Boston sports are incredibly spoiled, though. They were booing super early. If you think that's what the team needs to shift the energy. They were, but they were bad the whole time. They were bad the whole time. I'm not gonna put this one on the fans. They've had 2 stupid losses that they have self-admittedly were like, yeah, this was bad. Fernandez says, do you like Marcus Smart to sell? Yeah, I mean, whatever. Marcus Smart, you just deal with it. You just deal with it. You just deal with it. I don't dislike him. I don't love him. I think he thinks he's a little bit better than he is, which is sometimes rears its ugly head. But yeah, because Boston is the only race. Yeah, fun fact, my town, the town that I grew up in is like one of 3 towns that votes red every election, which is kind of funny. Connor says, when are you coming to Ireland? I'm going to be out there in September, baby. September, I'll be out there. Early September. Al Horford is an exploitable problem. You say that, and then at game 4, we were talking about how Al Horford dominated Joel Embiid. So it's just like very reactionary, It's very reactionary. Good fans support when you lose and when you win. Oh, God, that's millennial generation bullshit right there. Let's give him a trophy, Marco. Marco, should they get a trophy if they get knocked out of this round? That's fair, Tesla. That's fair. I tell you what, if it looked like they were trying, I bet they would have rallied around them. They just couldn't get anything going. There was no momentum whatsoever. Does Boston have any celebrity fans? Yeah, it's Bill Belichick. Usually it's Bill Belichick and some fucking linebacker or something. Or Mark Wahlberg. I'm the one in here fighting. Not you, not you, or not you. Huh? I've been up since 4 a.m., kid. Mark the Wahlbergs. Or actually, it's probably Donnie Wahlberg. Donnie from Blue Bloods. He probably gets a little bit more love. What other Boston celebrity fans do they have? John Krasinski shows up every once in a while. He'll do one of those. Whatever. Bill Burr's usually not there. McLovin, God, we suck, dude. We suck. They showed, Dave. I don't think I would love to poll Boston. I would love to poll Boston of how many people are actually pro Portnoy. I don't think because I don't think it's that many. I feel like it would. I think over 50% would be out on Portnoy. Maybe I'm wrong on that though. Like, does the younger generation like Portnoy? I think they like. What's his name? Oh my God, why am I blanking on his name? I feel like, oh God, I'm forgetting who I'm thinking of. Anyways, Fernandez says BRB LOL. Talk to you later. Fernandez, what are you hard for Barstool? Fernandez, is that your thing? You like Portnoy? God, I think Portnoy's so corny, dude. But that's fine. If you like him, you like him. He liked my local pizza joint. Oh, Big Cat. That's who I was thinking of. Yeah, I feel like more people relate to Big Cat now than Portnoy. Young kids like Pat McAfee. Yeah, maybe it's McAfee. I like McAfee too. I like McAfee. Anyways, all right, let's remind the people here as we start to talk about the second game. Needless to say, disappointed in the performance last night. That's what I'll say. All right, like the stream, subscribe, put hashtag trust the process. Trust the process. We'll give something away here in a wee little bit. Get something away here. I'm a team hold guy. There you go. That's the only right answer. No, Fernandez, too late, dude. You're a Portnoy guy. That's you now. Eric Portnoy Fernandez. All right, let's go to the second game. Second game, it seemed like we were going to have a fun game. It seemed like that was going to be a close, exciting, sexy game. And then Denver did what you do at home in a game 5. You step on the throat. That's what they did. So they won this game 118-102. They got out to a 9-point lead, 35-24. And then in the second quarter, they've done this a couple of times in the playoffs where they just punt on a quarter. And they did it in the second quarter. So they were up by 9 at the end of the first and then only up by 1 going into halftime after they got outscored 25-17. In the third quarter, though, they came out and dropped 39 points, ballooning the lead up to 15. And then in the fourth quarter, 28-27. So they finished the game up 16. They win 118-102. They have a 3-2 lead going to Phoenix. We're going to Phoenix. Wait, hold on. Marco said, if I don't remember to talk about this after this game, remind me because I got something to say about Giannis after this. KD finished with 26, 11, and 7. Fun little KD thing yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw this. So I think it was in the third quarter. I think it was a timeout, and the Suns are still huddling while the players come back onto the court. And Bruce Brown and Jokic are just like, what if we got into the huddle? And so they get into the huddle. Bruce Brown, they're like kind of carving him out, whatever. They don't want Bruce Brown in there. And then all of a sudden, KD gives Jokic a little. And to Jokic's credit, or I don't actually to Matt Ishbia's credit, it looks like Jokic reviewed the tape from the other night. And the second that KD hit him, he was like trying to get a tech. And then so the Nuggets ended up getting a technical foul, which I thought was the right thing. And Booker went to the line, hit the free throw. But that was fun. That was fun to watch. Also, pregame, Jokic went up to Ishbia and like gave him the ball or whatever. It's pretty funny. They had a nice little moment. So I think it's hard to not like Jokic. And I know there's some of you out there, but I'm not having it. I will say too, we're still a few rounds away from this, but man, the one pro of Philly moving on is if we get a Sixers Nuggets finals. That would be fun. That would be fun. I wouldn't mind watching Embiid and Jokic just body bump for a while. Anyways, back to this game. KD finished with 26, 11, and 7. Booker still, I mean, he didn't shoot 80% from the field, but he finished with 28 points, 8 for 19 from the field. And then they just got nothing from the bench. The bench was boring. Ish Wainwright played a couple minutes. He did nothing. Torrey Craig, who used to start for this team like 3 weeks ago, is now playing 4 minutes a game. TJ Warren gave a couple of buckets off the bench. Jacques Landale finished with 5 points and 4 boards. Ayton finished with 14 and 9. Ayton's just kind of a bummer. All right, on the Nuggets side of things, though, Bruce Brown, baby, 25 and 5 off the bench for Bruce Brown. Jokic with a monster triple-double, 29, 13, and 12. Michael Porter Jr. had a hot start, and then they didn't really need much from him after that. He had 19. Jamal Murray had 19. But yeah, man, they Denver moves on. Oh, no, they don't move on. They move back to Phoenix 3-2. They got 2 shots plus home court advantage to wrap this up. Yeah, I mean, this makes sense to me, right? Like Phoenix shot their ass off. Visit it quickly. They KD and Durant combined for 86 points in the first game at home in game 3, 72 points in game 4. And like if they don't do that, they're not going to win these games. And last night they combined for 50 something, or maybe it was 60, whatever. Either way, it was not enough because you have dudes like TJ Warren who were like MIA for a couple of years, or Ish Wainwright or Jock Landale or whatever, right? They don't have the firepower to make this happen. And maybe they get Chris Paul back at home, or maybe they just play a little bit better at home. But I just don't. I think Denver moves on here. I think Denver moves on. And then they're going to be the favorite. One thing that is pretty wild, though, I think I saw Skeets shout out No Dunks from tweet this out this morning. And I didn't look at the standings from the end of the year, but I think the Sixers, even as the 3 seed, finished with a better record than the Denver Nuggets as the 1 seed. I'm not sure if that's right, but if they move on, I think they have home court advantage the rest of the way, which is pretty nuts to think that Philly would have home court advantage. But anyways, that was I don't think there's any other takeaways. Like just Denver took care of business. I think Denver's the better team. They're the deeper team. They have more options. They have more ways to beat you. And Jokic is playing like one of the best players on the planet right now. And yeah, I mean, they're just making work. They're just doing work here. But again, listen, Phoenix has played awesome at home in these 2 games in the series. So I wouldn't surprise me if they just went out there and cooked in game 6, and then all of a sudden you go back to a game 7 and we already did the game 7, baby. So like, who knows? But that was last night's action. Sixers have a 3-2 lead. Nuggets have a 3-2 lead. We have 2 games tonight. We get the Bing Bong Boys against the Heat. Knicks fans feel down bad. The energy's bad in here. Not the same amount of paraphernalia in the streets yesterday as there was the day before. I think people are bummed out. Julius Randle's been boring and bad. Miami Heat, Jimmy Butler, Madison Square Garden. Normally you'd be like, well, the Knicks do have home court advantage. They should put up a fight in game 5. I could see this wrapping up tonight. I could see it wrapping up tonight. I feel like Golden State's going to win their game, right? That's the other potential closeout, right? The Lakers are up 3-1. Game 5 is tonight. I feel like we see the Heat move on. The Heat wrap things up, which is wild that it would be Heat in 5. Who knows? Maybe the Knicks show up, but I would say Heat in 5. And then I think the Warriors steal this game and go back. Although it would be kind of interesting, not for Warriors fans, but if the Warriors lost tonight and just kind of rolled over, what that would mean for the future. Um, like, because we've never seen that. We've never seen that, right? The only time we've seen the Warriors lose, and well, we saw them like have a meltdown up 3-1 in the finals, right? And then we saw the Toronto Raptors series where everybody got hurt. But that's kind of it. We haven't seen them be eliminated in the first of all, we haven't seen them get eliminated before moving to the finals. But we haven't really seen something like this, so I'd be curious to see how they'd respond. For some reason, Warriors Twitter's like very present in my feed, and they are not doing well. There's a lot of they were comparing themselves to the Spurs, and they were like, "Well, Spurs never melted down like this." Yeah, they're not doing well. They're not doing well. Stan says, "How bad is the ESPN coverage blaming the Miami weather?" Dude, it's all Mike Greenberg, man. It's Mike that like you pointed out two things right here, and both of them were said by Mike Greenberg. Who like he's been bad, man. I don't know, like who is he for? Who's tuning into ESPN? They're like, thank God, Mike Greenberg, right? Like those two takes both came out yesterday, right? Yesterday morning, the first thing I saw before, and I meant to bring it up today. I meant to bring it up. Yesterday was the first thing I saw was Greeny just being like, maybe we rest, maybe the Lakers rest their guys so they're fresh for Game 6. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then the other thing, yeah, being like the blaming the humidity, not the heat. Maybe blame the Miami Heat. How about that, Greeny? Yeah, let's do a mental health check. Then I wanted to talk about something else. What's up, John Dubb in the chat? Let's go Pacers, baby. He's pushing for clicks and views. But you know what, Borland? I don't think anybody outside of a screen grab, I haven't seen anybody actually sharing clips of Greeny saying that. So I don't know. All right, let's get a mental health check, and then I'm gonna pull something else up that I wanted to talk about this morning. But I'm just not gonna do it, guys. And it feels good to not cave to the chat because I am the boss. Like I said earlier, I'm in charge today. I am in charge. You can't tell me what to do. I'm kind of excited to talk about this because I'm so confused. I'm so confused by it. So yesterday afternoon, and shout out, I forget who it was that just from Marco, I think. All right, so yesterday, Giannis tweets out, "I'm tired of the disrespect. I'm coming." So who is disrespecting Giannis? Anybody? Was anybody disrespecting Giannis? Because what I recall, and I'm lumped into this crew, I recall him after getting eliminated from the game. And again, I am this person. He gets eliminated from the Miami Heat series, the number 1 seed, the 2-time MVP, the finals MVP, the best team in basketball, gets eliminated in the first round to an 8 seed. And then he says it wasn't a failure, it was a success. And then everybody was like, right? Everybody, like the world did that. No one, mad. And then so if anything, he was given a ton of respect. If anything, he was given too much respect. Who is disrespecting Giannis? Also, I would love that energy. Where was that energy like 2 weeks ago? Why not do that a couple weeks ago? I don't get it. I don't understand it. Like, do you think he hired a new social media person? That's the only thing. This feels very off-brand for Giannis, too. Right? I think he hired, like, maybe he talked to Tom Brady's guy, and he was like, dude, this is what you got to do, man. You just got to have someone take hot-ass pictures of you. You tweet them out a couple of times. Like, that's all you got to do. I don't understand it. And it would have been one thing, right, if he had said that and then everybody was like, this clown. But no, everybody applauded him. Mike, again, myself included. Everybody was like, it's bigger than basketball. He's setting a tone. He's letting the young ones know, the next generation. It's not about ring culture. What are you talking about? I'm tired. This should have said, I'm tired of the respect. I'm coming. I don't get it. I thought that was just so odd. And again, I like Giannis. I think Giannis is great. I liked his statement. But what was he doing? Eric, did you just get back, man? Did you just come back? I know you said you had to go away for a little while. I just didn't understand it. Giannis wasn't on the first. Is that what? That's all it took for him? We should have tweeted that out after he got knocked out of the first round. Can you imagine? Oh my God, you didn't get first team all defense? Oh my God, who cares? Who cares? You can't get away with that. Oh my God. Unbelievable. Also, it was really funny. It was really funny. I think Dylan Brooks made first team. Was it first team all defense or second team all defense? Yeah. Bucks. I mean, like the whole first team. Let's actually go over that real quick because I think that's kind of fun. I want to look at the first team. Let's look at the all defense team and then see who got eliminated from the playoffs. Hold on. I'm gonna pull this up here. Yay, all defensive teams. Here we go. 2023. All right, we're just using the Google. Should have had this pulled up. Should have had it pulled up. All right, here we go. Let's go to the Athletic. We'll do the Athletic. Athletic, when are you going to sponsor us? All right, so this is what we got here. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, no, come on, collapse. So, Grizzlies forward defensive player of the year, Jaren Jackson Jr. Here we go. What's the first team all defense? Alex Caruso did not make the playoffs. Drew Holiday eliminated in the first round. Jaren Jackson Jr. eliminated in the first round. Brook Lopez eliminated in the first round. Evan Mobley eliminated in the first round. Love to see it. What was the second team? Where's the second team though? Celtics guard Derek White, Draymond Green, OG Anunoby, Dylan Brooks, and bam. That was the second team right there. Jaden McDaniels, though, is pretty wild. He didn't make it. I thought that was pretty nuts. I thought that was pretty nuts that he didn't make it. I thought he was like clearly Borland had brought it up, and then all of a sudden it was talked about in like every podcast. And I think I saw something that it was because of the guard clarification not clarification. What's the word I'm looking for? Identification. I don't know that. Anyways, McDaniels got screwed. He should have been on there. He should have been on there for sure. Is Dylan Brooks actually a good defender? No. Dylan Brooks is really a good defender. I know we all like dunked on Dylan Brooks, rightfully so, for like the last month for taking 1 million shots. He really is. He really is a top tier defender, and that's why, like, I know we joked the meme "Get ready to learn Chinese, buddy," because he was going to go play for Shanghai. And it's just like someone will sign Dylan Brooks. It might not be for as much money, but he's a really solid defender. He really is. All right, that was the hoops action. Anybody else have any hoops takes we need to get out there? Classification. Thank you, Orion. That was the word I was looking for. Any other takes we need to get out there about tonight? So Celtics are pieces of poop. Nuggets are really good. Knicks lose tonight, and the Warriors win tonight. Those are the 4 takeaways from today. And Giannis is being corny. That was the 5th thing or 6th thing. What else? Anything else that we need to get out of there? Yeah, people are saying max packs. I think I'm just like, we already talked about it yesterday. I think if you're buying packs and you're not getting a massive rebate on it, you're out of control. You're a clown. I just don't know. You're not a clown. That's too harsh. I just like don't see the upside in doing it. I don't. I saw John Boy Beats tweeted out because we got a little bit more information about the rookie revs yesterday, right? So they're doing 2 legendary drops like back to back as the season ends. And there was a lot of conversation around the rookies. So they had just decided, let me actually see if I can pull that up. I think that is worth talking about. Marco's saying he thinks the Lakers close it out tonight. That could happen. I wouldn't be stunned by that. But for the rookies, for the rookie revs, I guess if you were a lottery pick, you were guaranteed to be in the rookie revelation, which, like, I think if you're doing this drop throughout the entire season, right? Like if this is being spread out, or I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. It just seems kind of dumb to, like, what's his name? What's the dude's name from Washington? Johnny Davis. Like, Johnny Davis was a fun So Rare play the last week because Washington finally was like, hey, we're not going to try to win games anymore. And so then Johnny Davis like balled out the last week. He was a top 10 pick that spent most of the year in the G League. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Let me see if I can find the rookie rev stuff. No, there's no like real. They didn't really talk about it. I thought it was listed somewhere. Did you guys? The potential of a rookie can change the trajectory of your team's favorite future, and the 2022 NBA draft class was filled with major players. On May 12th, the first ever rookie rev moments will become available, with the pack set to be distributed on May 16th, the day of the NBA. Each rookie rev moment is minted to just 75. All right, so they didn't tell more details about it. All right. I thought they posted the details because I saw people tweeting about it yesterday. Either way, I just don't. I mean, dude, Johnny Davis, what are we doing? What are we doing? There was a couple other ones too that I'm blanking on that like stood out. Like, and then like Jalen Williams, not the good one. They're both good, but the other Jalen Williams isn't getting one. Let me see if I can find it here. Oh yeah, Abaji's getting one. Usman Jang, like that's the other one. That was the one that I was thinking of. The Thunder. How is like Jang getting one? I don't know. He spent most of the year hurting in the G League too. Should there be a minimum number of games that a rook has to play to be eligible for a legendary moment? I mean, maybe, or just like, how about good ones? Right? Like instead of doing all of these, just do good ones. And then there's different level of good ones, right? Like if you get like Jabari Smith, maybe that's I don't know. Like I don't think anyone is like, man, if we only had a Johnny Davis legendary, man, Ousmane Dieng. Like, I don't know. Maybe vote on it. Maybe it should be voted on. Get the Players Association to vote on it. Who cares? Anyways, Paul said max only because of the $20 rebate for that pack drop. That makes sense. Like, again, if you're getting those pack rebates, just fire away, baby. Fire away, fire away. That makes more sense. I just don't see a world in which I'm lining up for any of these. Speaking of Chet Holmgren, though, that was good comments in the chat there. They did say that Chet Holmgren's planning on playing in Summer League, which is very exciting. July 6th to the 10th, baby. We are going to be out there. We're going to be having some fun. With that. I'm late, early morning FUD. No, we already did it. Swami. But yeah, we're going to be out in Vegas July 6th to the 10th. We are going to be at the Park MGM, which is exciting. So I hope you guys come hang out with us. We're going to have a lot of fun. We are booked and blessed. We're ready to get out there. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to a little vacay. I'm actually going to Virginia Beach in a couple of weeks too, at the end of the month or the beginning of June. I guess it's the first week of June, which I'm really excited about too. We haven't done like a family vacation in, man, I don't know, a long time. We haven't done one in a long time, but we're going out there in June. I think it's like a combination of my parents' anniversary and something else. Maybe it's just their anniversary. I can't remember. Anyways, looking forward to it. Paul said it's a negative. It's dropping after we already know first rookie teams. I would have been all in on rookie revs when I was hoping for Ivy first team. Now, man, yeah. The other thing that I wanted to point out too, I saw Mr. John Boy Beats tweet this out. Let me go see if I can find the tweet. Let me see if I can find the tweet. Also, one other thing too, I should mention with Underdog that I forgot to talk about. That Celtics loss is really going to hurt too because I had just way more Celtics exposure than Sixers exposure, which is too bad because I'm on like pace crush. What is the schedule? Patrick says, what's his tentative schedule? So I'm getting in. I actually think I'm getting in Wednesday night. Thursday, going to take in some hoopy hoops. Probably play some cards, get out there, have some fun. Friday, we're going to do a live show on that Friday, 5 p.m. I'll have the more info on the venue soon, but hopefully we're going to have a couple of guests, a player guest. We should have an announcement on a partnership deal as well for that coming soon. So we're excited about that. We'll also do like a fun hang for the investors on Friday night as well. Saturday, we're going to be going back to play some basketball as well. We're going to go watch the basketball. We'll have a happy hour. I think some people are going to be heading over to the UFC fight because there's a big card for that night. And then Sunday, I'm just going to be hungover, I think. That's the plan. But that's the tentative. We'll have some other stuff mixed in there as well. Yeah, we'll do a little Pookie as well, Borland. We'll do some Pookie. Don't forget to sign up for Pookie. All right. So this is the first iteration of the blog. By September 30th, or whatever, this summer, a new deflationary distribution mechanism for all remaining unreleased series. One moment. Remember, we had talked about that too when the blog came out. However, there was They changed the wording of the block. A new distribution mechanism. They took out deflationary. Why would they do that? They took out deflationary. So I love it. I love this stuff because I think this is what happened. Top Shot was like, hey, we pay attention to how many tweets happen a week about NBA Top Shot. We get pinged every time because Sean is replying to all of them, right? And I think what happened was we didn't get enough tweets yet. So what can we do that might piss a bunch of people off so people fire tweets out? And they were like, let's just change the language. Paul was saying someone finally admitting that locking is not deflationary. Yeah, I mean that's really what it felt like. Now that we're getting close, because when they said all this stuff a year ago, they're like, they'll forget. We won't though, because we got nothing else to do. Anyways, good times. All right, I'm gonna go over to Pookie. If you haven't signed up for Pookie yet, get in there, baby. There's a link in the description. I'm gonna share one. I'll share the link in the chat as well. Please, it's free. You can play for free and win some. You can win a common Pookie ball, even playing the free game, which is worth money. So get in there. It's kind of like similar to So Rare in the sense that you can play the free one and win up. And then if you decide you want to play a little bit more, you can as well. All right, I'm gonna jump in. Let's jump. All right, let me see if I can. There we go. All right, so we predicted. Let's go to upcoming here. Let's go to play. We're gonna go back over to the Premier League where we've been playing. We got 118 energy boost there, which is good. You need that energy so that you can. Why is market is red? You need that energy so you can make your picks. Let's go back to our picks here. Here we go. Let's predict Aston Villa and Tottenham. I've talked about this. Tottenham, the Hotspurs. There's a bar near me that is a Tottenham bar. So there we go. We're going to go 2-0. 2-0 prediction over there. We're going to go to Man United. They're going to dominate the Wolves. It's going to be 4-1. 4-1. How about that for a prediction? Let's go Man U, baby. And we'll predict some more. Because this isn't due until May 13th. So we've got some time. So I want to do more of this. But yeah, sign up. You can play for free. Whatever Pookie ball you get gives you lifetime access to these leagues, right? So this one right here, this is the Lecce. That got me into the Italian league, which is fun. If we go back here, this one is Leicester, which gets me into the Premier League, which is dope. This one we had Troyes. I forget which league they're in. I'm be honest, I forget. And let's see how many Pookie balls are still available on the marketplace here. They're completely sold out. Holy shit! So the common, rare, epic, and legendary. We did learn though. That that they do drops every Monday, which is pretty cool. That's pretty cool. It's the French league. Thank you. Bonjour, Marco. Pokeballs lifetime access. There you go. No love for the Wolves as usual. No, I'll go over to Underdog. So anyway, sign up for Pookie. Use the link that I just dropped in the chat. Makes us look good when you sign up. So get in there, girl. We're going to go back over to Underdog. Yeah, real quick. This is what I wanted to show you. And then I'll do a pick 'em when we look at my best ball over here. So right now, we're actually cooking. It looks good. Right? It looks good because, let me blow this up a little bit. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 different teams advancing right now, which is great. We also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in third place. But when you look at it, right, it's 3 Celtics, 3 Warriors, 2 Lakers, 3 Warriors, 3 Celtics AD, 4 Suns, 3 Knicks AD, 2 Suns, 2 Lakers, 2 Heat, 3 Celtics, 2 Warriors, 4 Nuggets, 2 Celtics AD, 3 Nuggets, 3 Celtics, 3 Sixers. So 3 Sixers, 2 Lakers, and Jimmy Butler is pretty nice. Like that actually, if I look at this squad, this probably has the best chance, right? It's got James Harden, DeAnthony Melton, LeBron James, Jimmy Butler, Joel Embiid, Anthony Davis. Like that has a real shot at a ceiling to win it all. But I just have so much of a higher ceiling with some of these other lineups, right? Like 5 Nuggets, 2 Celtics, 3 Nuggets, 2 Celtics and AD, 3 Celtics, 2 Warriors, 2 Heat. So it's too bad. I feel like I had a real shot of going going deep. Why does it say LeBron, AD instead of 2 Lakers? You know what I was trying to do, Sneeps, was because some of the Lakers where it says 2 Lakers, I have I didn't do it for all of them, but some of them include D'Lo. It's like LeBron and D'Lo, or it's LeBron and Reeves, or AD and Reeves. So I was trying to highlight the ones that were specifically LeBron and AD, just for my own sake. All right, let's go over to pick'ems. We'll do a pick'em. If you want to look at the results from last night's pick'em, we were very close. Harden, I believe, hit the number. I think he got right up to 35. Right up to, yeah. So Harden got to right at 35, and we needed lower than 36. And Embiid just didn't get enough rebounds. It was brutal. It was brutal. But if we go to tonight, let's see what we got here. We'll do, let's do the late game. Let's do Lakers Warriors, because the Knicks Heat are kind of boring. All right, LeBron over 25.5 points. I kind of want to take the unders on AD. I feel like we're going to get lower than 14 boards on AD tonight. I don't know. Does that feel nuts to people out on that? I'm going to say lower than that. I think we get, I think Vanderbilt's been kind of playing himself off the court a little bit. So I'm going to go under 10.5 points and rebounds for Vando. And then I think we get a triple-double game from Draymond. I'm going to go over 7 assists from Draymond. So how do we feel about that? Let me zoom out a little bit. Sorry. So under rebounds on AD, under points, rebounds, and assists on Vanderbilt, over assists. Yeah, that's about right. I'm invested in your investment to the dance. How much should you put in? That's a good question. So because this was right after we won, we like shipped a tournament for 7,500. Anyways, this is going to be the squad. AD, Vando, Green. So originally, I did 150 lineups. Don't tell anybody. I did 150 lineups. That's $1,500, right? I've already gotten $600 back from the first round. So that means we're playing minus 900. And then after this round, I'm probably going to get $700, $800 back. Because what it does is like, I'm not going to get the full 1241 because some of the money is in advancement. So we're absolutely going to make money on this. Because we advanced 54 out of the 150, we're absolutely going to make money off this. So we'll be, after this round, we'll basically be even, maybe down like 100 or something like that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens in the next round. But it's exciting. We'll do well. We just need, I'm like, deeply need the Celtics to go 7. Celtics need to push a game 7 so we have a shot. Oh, the doggo's here. Sorry, buddy. I didn't say hi. I didn't even hear you come over. All right, cool. We're going to, last call, like the stream, subscribe, hashtag trust the process. We're going to spin a giveaway. Stay tuned to like the Twitter feed to see when the next show is tonight. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow morning at 9. Yeah, I'm rooting for a home run too, Veronica. That's what's really frustrating about, I mean, like the Celtics are the better team. They're my favorite team. But what's super frustrating about this is we were set up to have a deep run. And we now basically will have like 3 lineups left that have a shot at winning the whole thing. Where if the Celtics somehow win this series, we'll have like 10 lineups that have a shot at winning the whole thing. So it's pretty disappointing run out there. What are you going to do though? What are you going to do? You know, what are you going to do? You know? All right, we are going to call it though. Let's spin this thing, Weisberg. I hope you get some rest last night, Weisberg. People were concerned. All right, here we go. If you win, shoot me a DM at Mike's Karen or in the Discord. Appreciate everyone being here this morning. As always, winner, chicken dinner. It is going to Federico. I love that avatar by Federico. That's a good dog. That is a good dog. All right, appreciate everyone being here. We will see you all later. We are out.